Pacers lead the finals 1-0. Now here are some Game 2 predictions.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing...
Now, I really believe the Oklahoma City Thunder will beat Indiana by as much as 10 points. So here are some keys if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder to win Game 2. And this is a must because you already lost Game 1 on your home floor and you cannot let that happen again. So one thing, if you're OKC, what you cannot do not take your foot off the gas, especially late. Because we've seen this with the Indiana Pacers. They always come back by at least as much as 8 points in the late in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden they win the game. And that's their whole mentality. They pace themselves. And that's what Rick Carlisle was saying. They pace themselves really good, and they're able to come back. Pause. So, obviously, we've seen that with the Bucks, the Cavaliers, especially the New York Knicks, especially when they blew that 17-point fourth quarter lead. They have to maintain their offensive ability and to be able to score the basketball, especially late. And they cannot fold in the final moments. And that leads to number 2, turnover advantage. Indiana had a ridiculous 25 turnovers the whole game. So even though OKC didn't have that many turnovers, they missed a lot of shots also late in the fourth quarter. Like also in the last 2 minutes of the game, they couldn't score more than 2 points. And that led Indiana to come right back. Halliburton hit the game winner. And that's just ridiculous and definitely a heartbreak if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder. So you cannot lose your offensive pace and your defensive pace. You must have a great offense. And Shea cannot expect to be the hero all the time. Because everybody can score on that team. They have a top 10 offense in the league. So if you're OKC, you got to dish the ball around and you cannot fold in those moments. And every single shot you take is going to be critical, especially for Indiana coming back. They're going to be able to respond. And we've seen that late in the game before. Defense is also going to be the key because Oklahoma City has a really great defense. So you cannot allow Tyrese Halliburton or Pascal Siakam to be able to score on the perimeter or be able to get inside. They have to collapse that on the inside so they can be able to maintain both of them. Because Tyrese Halliburton, he's a really great shooter. Now, even though he had 14 points, he still is a great shooter and dangerous as of late. And, hopefully the OKC Thunder don't turn into the 95 Orlando Magic. Like, you had that fourth quarter lead, they came back, and then all of a sudden, they failed and they ended up getting swept the whole 1995 finals. So hopefully OKC doesn't allow that to happen. They don't let it get to them mentally, and they have to come back this next game. This next game is a must because they're going into hostile territory in a couple more days after this game. So this game is a must for OKC. And I really believe that they're going to have the upper hand and they're going to give Indiana the business. But if they lose this, it's definitely going to be really critical for them to come back. But anyways, that's today's little segment. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Comment down below y'all predictions.